Hello everyone and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox video, and today we're going to be continuing on with colonizing the entire solar system in the Terraforming update. So if you missed last episode, we have now moved into the Saturn system, and we started off with Saturn, Tethys, which we're looking at now, which was definitely my personal favourite, and then we also did Titan, obviously one of the most notorious moons in the entire solar system, so over here. Titan. This one was a bit of a tricky one to figure out, but we eventually got something put together. The water levels were a bit low though, so we do need to look back at that at some point. Apparently, some people said, oh, maybe try removing the water entirely. I mean, we can give that a go at some point. We'll come back to that when we do some finish-ups after we've done the whole system. But now, moving on, we're going to move to Dione to begin with, so we're going to get straight into the action. Let's get into this. So, Dione. Because hopefully my target for today is finish the Saturn system, so we want to get those 3 objects done for sure, and then we'll see where we go from there. So, obviously material. We're going to start with the carbon dioxide as well, but remember we want to reset the temperature to 0 just to make things easier. So, I remember this had an updated texture a while back, didn't it? It used to be a lot greener. So, Dione, this is its newer texture now. Right, so we'll start throwing carbon dioxide in. Again, we're going to just reset that straight to 0, so we can generate a bit of an atmosphere, hopefully, once the carbon dioxide is added. We probably need to add some atmosphere layers to this as well, because it's pretty far from the sun, as we know. So where are we? So, surface, is any atmosphere generated? Yeah, yes it has. Look, it's growing. Cool. Okay. Get all that carbon dioxide on there. Oh, going quite quick, aren't we? Oh my gosh, yeah, there you go. That's plenty of that. That's plenty of carbon dioxide. That's enough for an atmosphere. So there you go. Right, so we'll let that roll around for a bit. We'll just delete any particles we threw. Oh, it's weird how using the particle delete button always gets rid of the locks, dislocks you from the planet you're looking at. Right, there we go. Right, where are we? So Dione is there. Cool. All right, back to where we was. So let's let time play for a bit. See where this atmosphere builds up to. Let's have a look here. Is there an atmosphere? See, it's blacked out at the moment, so we'll turn that off. So you can see there is an atmosphere hidden there, very slowly but surely, but the opacity is increasing. Okay, alrighty. So now we're going to start increasing the layers and really give it the atmosphere it needs, because right now we're pretty far from that habitable zone, as you can see. So we're going to need a lot more than that. So we're going to lower the albedo. It's going to absorb a lot more light as well. Down here, infrared, we're turning that up. And then layers, we're going to immediately get that going. So there we go, right on the edge of the red. 269 layers. Let's see where Dione starts to kick in now. So there you go. Hopefully that will start to get it going. We'll reset it just to 4 degrees. There we go, just put it straight to 4. See how we do from there. So right now it's 4.81. It's increasing. Okay, that is good news for us. Cool. Alright, and what I'm going to start doing is obviously adding some water to this guy now. And we'll see where we go from there. So, got to add that water. So let's spray it slowly but surely on the surface of Dione. Spray it in all different regions. There you go. Looking good. Okay, that should be enough. So Control D. There we go. Right, that didn't dislock us this time. Cool. Alright. So water on the surface. So that will slowly start to spread over time. Also, we need to change the visuals. So we're going to go down to the base color. Go straight to the elevation settings. Composition on custom. And tell you what, that's already generated us a pretty good color scheme. You know what? We may roll with that, actually. We'll see how we do. So vegetation, if that was switched on, would look more like this. But I much prefer the natural colors, the customs. So that looks pretty cool. Alright, okay. I'm liking it so far. We can obviously start to get a bit of an atmosphere going as well. Maybe more of the blue. Maybe we could try and make it a 2-tone as well. That's more of the red side, isn't it? And then this is the bluer side. Okay. What side did we do? Where's let's go back to good old Tethys there. So we did green or blue with a green haze. So that had that was 500 on the right hand side. Okay, so we need to go to. I'm going to try a negative 500 maybe on this then. So yeah, it already is. Okay, great. See sort of what atmosphere we can do with this. Because it has more of a reddish front when we do that, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, so see what we come up with. Oh, I quite like that, but ooh. The red will probably be a little harder to work with. That's more like a Titan kind of object there. Or maybe we stick with the blue. Keep it 2-tone with the red at the front, maybe. Could have a deeper blue. Now, I may stick with a deeper blue, actually. Also, we're going to lower the opacity down a bit. So I'm going to keep it with that two-tone shade. So I really do like the two tones. They are so cool. So I wish you could pick exactly what colour was on either, though, because that would make it even better. I mean, that's a little suggestion for the future. But, I mean, if you was able to pick the two-tone and go fully customizable with it, I think that would be pretty awesome. Okay, so that's looking good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the sea level just a little bit. I'm going to get a little more. I'm going to settle the liquid as well. I want to say it's that there's still a bit of liquid carbon dioxide hidden on there, because when I just pressed that, you saw a lot of that melted. Okay, sea level though, we're going to increase this. There you go. But I don't think that's water. I'm pretty sure that could be carbon dioxide on the liquid form, which it is. So that's going to take a while to become a gas. So for now, that is a carbon dioxide ocean. And that's not ideally what we want. So I think what we may need to do is... we may have to vaporize it all. Okay, so all that carbon dioxide's gone now. Right. So now, we should be able to do the water properly. So let's have a look. So where's that water? Okay, so that should all be in... yeah. So that water will start... I want to say it should start to... So I'm actually going to remove the gas mass of the water. That'll start to really change things. Hopefully the liquid mass... I want the liquid mass ideally to go up, but we'll have to see. It depends how hot it gets. Okay. That's the only issue. When you press vaporize all, it will do every single one. I wish you could do it individually, which is a bit annoying. But obviously that carbon dioxide, we didn't want that being on the oceans. So that did need to go. So how are we looking here? So ideally I want that number 2. So we've got ice, water, gas... Okay, and we'll throw a bit of oxygen in. Again, I have no idea if this actually changes anything when you add the oxygen, but we'll add it just for convenience purposes. So there you go. Oh, so again, that's adding liquid oxygen. It's annoying here as well. You can't change it to solid liquid gas, because that would be, I think that'd be quite good as well. But either way, we've got the oxygen on there. I think we just need to equalize the gas, settle the liquids, vaporize it, and then what if I was to stabilize phases? Okay, so that will do that. Okay, that looks like water now. I want to say that was water there, so we just need to, in theory, raise the sea level. That is water. Okay, that seems to have fixed it. Okay, so there we go. Got the water on there now on a good old dione there. So there you go. So it looks like one side is a lot more covered than the other side. Okay, looking good. I'm not going to change the water colour on this one. I think that's gone in quite nicely. I really do like the red little tint that we got going on there. I think that does look pretty cool. The heavy blue atmosphere. It's got that reddish area in the sun, in the daylight. I think that's a pretty cool looking build actually, and I haven't even changed the base colours it goes. I think the ones it generated, I think we're going to roll with those. I think that's quite a nice looking design there. It's got obviously more of a lander heavy area, then it's got a slightly more ocean heavy area. So overall, I think that's quite a nice looking build. Actually, I really do like the way that's turned out. Actually, I think it looks quite good. Again, you guys, let me know what you think of that. Yeah, that's looking cool. Alright, so there's Dione done for now. And again, we may have to come back to you because I have no idea how that greenhouse effect's going to go once we've, or since we've added all of that carbon dioxide to it. The atmosphere pressure is quite low, so we may have to just give it a little tweak. Stats though, it's got a little bit going on there. Ideally, not as much as we want. We're going to actually I'm actually going to increase this because, oh no, it doesn't want to. I think you need to turn that on. Is that the button you need to use? Simulate efficiency from composite. Oh, the layers has gone down as well. Okay, we're going to need to obviously increase that again then, okay. Oh, that disables that, I think, okay. Let's put that back to roughly where it was. Okay, we may need to check back on Dione just to see how it does in the future, but for now we'll let it run the way it is. Oh, it's gone very ocean heavy now, okay. So we've gone a little too much there. That's gone up immediately since we give it more atmosphere pressure. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the water just a little bit. Settle liquid. Again, it's a little too much to my liking. I want a little less than that. Settle. I think that's more of appropriate sort of water levels. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that for now. Okay, so there's Dione done. Right, now, Rhea, the second largest moon of Saturn, if my memory serves me correct. So here it is. Looking good. Okay, this one has a big crater as well. It's somewhere around here. Where is it? I think it's in the greener region. There's a big one there. So no, a lot of Saturn's moons do have these massive impact marks. I know this one has one. You can see sort of some of it. You can see that one there is quite large. But anyways, right. So again, same process. Material. Go carbon dioxide. Get that sprayed on there. We'll throw a bit of oxygen in there as well. What if we just add it all? Well, there's an atmosphere already generated. I saw that immediately. Water. Mix it all in together. See what happens. All those elements mixed in there. Get a bit more oxygen, a bit more carbon dioxide. Throw it all in at the same time. See what happens. Oh yeah. Okay. Put it straight to 0. Or 4. Why not? Okay. Right. And then to the atmosphere again. Look, that's already generated an atmosphere for us, which is great. Give this one like a lighter. I'm gonna give this one like a lighter sort of cyan kind of shade. Let's go with something more like that. More of a cyan blue. Maybe a little lighter. I'm gonna go maybe something like that. Yeah. Okay. Right. Cool. So massive splay of material there. Okay. Right now, let's let it run. So where are we? Surface. Right. Settle liquid. Okay, so that'll get that all distributed equally. Stabilize the phases. I think that's the one you need to... I think phases is the one that will separate... Set the phase of materials across the surface to their steady temperatures based on the current temperature. That's perfect. So that's great. So if we have liquid carbon dioxide on the surface when there shouldn't be, we press that button and that will sort it for us. So the water's the only thing that's on the surface, and then the oxygen and carbon dioxide will only be in gas form. That's perfect. Okay, that button's good then. Okay, great. Cool. So as you can see, we do need a little more water. Again, I'm actually going to give this guy a buff to the atmosphere. You can see a little bit of stat on life already. That's cool. Okay. So where are we? So surface. Sea level's there. I'm going to lower the albedo. Again, we need to obviously do the normal. Make this bigger. So can we double that? Is it going to let us? See, it's a bit annoying that this is a little more buggy nowadays. I don't like how that sort of drops by itself as much, I have to say. Am I going to... Let's halve that. Okay, so that's just under an ATM, isn't it? Okay, right, cool. Down here, turn this up. Get it in the green. Right on the edge of the red, that's usually the best spot to go. Okay, looking good. Good old rear, looking really good. Looking nice. Okay. I may reset that down to... I'm not going to two-tone this one. I'm just going to put that straight to 0. Keep it in the middle. One thing that we didn't take any note of in the other objects is I forgot to add clouds. Same with... we need to go back to Diane, actually, and add our clouds, because I completely missed them. That's not very good, is it? Right, so Diane... As well, we need to go back to you. Try and get some cool combinations. Turbulent's always quite a cool one. Well, Turbulent and Thick are quite my kind of favourite too. That's looking good. Maybe we'll give them a little more. That's pretty funky. Maybe just... Oh, I really do like the exotic clouds, I have to say. They do look really cool. But for instance, before we start doing that, I want to make sure we get the surface correct. Oh, this one actually has the vegetation working. Okay, that's cool. But down here, obviously, I want the base colour. We need that on elevation and custom. Thank you very much. Okay, switch that off. Okay, so colours on you. What do we want to go with? So again, we also need to go the traditional darker green. Again, that's actually looking pretty good the way it already is. Actually got the brown, the lighter green. Again, I think the default colours that's given us are quite nice, actually. And that works pretty well. So always give it maybe a lighter blue there. Oh yeah, it's a nice patch of lights there. Alright, cool. So back up here, clouds are on. God, they are very exotic blue, aren't they? Maybe if we go thinner, maybe they'll look a little more better. Maybe not too much. I don't want to go overkill. I may just thin them a little, or just make them a little more pale, more around that sort of shade, I think. That's looking good. Watercolour. Let's give it a different shade of water. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, right. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I'll go straight to a lighter blue, doesn't it? Okay. Then from there, I want to just make it go... How long is that? City? I'll just change city lights. Oops. Liquid. Ooh. Watercolour's quite a challenging one to get correct, but I'm going to go something more like that, I think. Just so it all matches... may just lower the sea level just a little bit. I think there's a little too much ocean going on, so we're going to... Where is it? 0.968. Not too shabby. Okay. Where are we? It's always on. I always get surfacing composition. That's something. Ever since they changed this, I've never been able to get it right. I've always had a little bit of difficulty trying to figure out where this sea level buttons are. There's so many options you need to go in. Right. I think that's looking pretty good. Okay. Cool. All right. Clouds on. Atmosphere's on. That's thick enough. We don't need to make it any more opacity than that, do we? The ray light, again, I'm not going to really change this. I mean, I do like the two-tone. I have to say the two-tone doesn't look too bad. Maybe we just put a bit on it. Maybe just slightly two-tone it, but only at 121%. Yeah, I'm gonna roll with that. I think that looks all right. And then, so again, underneath, this is what it looks like color-wise. So it's quite a lot of island and land because the elevation on this is fairly flat across the board. So it gives you quite an interesting looking world. So you've got the main sort of ocean here, and then the rest is all like little lakes and stuff there. So quite an interesting texture for sure. And also you add our clouds back on. Cool. So there's Rhea. Again, actually what we need to do as well while we're doing this is we need to obviously change the colour of the trails. So then we know it's colonised. So there you go. That for you. Back to Dione as well. So you've gone with the blue, haven't you? So again, down here, this will go more the bluer shade, a deeper blue. And then while we're here, obviously you want to enable the clouds. Get those up and running. So there you go. That's looking better. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty mad, isn't it? Right. I think white clouds for that. I think that'll look better. I think maybe we just increase the water colour just to make the surface stand out a bit more. So maybe give that a little more of a water colour increase. Oh my god. Oh, whoa, wow. Okay. That. I think that looks a little better. Underneath the atmosphere. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Looking good. I like that. And then fluffy. Wispy. Yeah. There you go. Wispy and turbulent. That's a cool combo. Go with them. Great. Now see Teffy's. This was the more of the greener one. Honestly, I think that's one of my favourites I've done overall. I think that's such a cool looking design. I love the two-tone atmosphere. I think that looks great. We did Saturn as well. That kept its more original sort of yellowy shade. So we'll make that more of a little lime green, I guess. Okay, so that's quite a nice lineup. And then we've done Titan. So that one's still sorting itself out. That's a really... The sea level on this one was always the problem. But yeah, we may need to revisit Titan at some point. So when we do a bit of housekeeping at the end, we'll definitely come back and try and figure out Titan. But for now, we'll leave it the way it is. Because that one has that really weird texture as well. And then lastly, that leaves us with Iapetus to sort out. So over here, the final major moon of Saturn. Looking because it's got that really dark patch. There's its big crater as well. Okay, so... And obviously we haven't simulated enough time to really see if these objects will stay, but so far it looks like they should be okay as long as they increase in temperature. But I reckon if we speed this up a lot, some of them could overheat, so we will need to go back and probably try and sort those after a long period of time. So yeah, we'll get to that when we get to that though. So for now, we're just getting the initial foundations done for each object. So material, again, let's do this. Carbon dioxide, start to spray that on there. We can also use the equalised gas feature to really get it going. So get some water thrown in there. They got some nice bunch of material, and then immediately put it to 0. It's getting a little cold. But if we go down here and we immediately go for the button, where is it? It's on stabilise phases. Okay, that should hopefully start to get the gas going for us. Equalise the gas. There's your atmosphere generated straight away. Settle the liquid. So that should spread out around nicely, increase the liquid level, and there you go. Cool, so that gives us a little thing to start off with. Quite more of a hazy world Iapetus is, isn't it? Right. Again, same process over here though. It does need some atmosphere, so we're going to increase this. What's its pressure as well? I'm going to put that up to 1.1 ATM, keep it in the good range. It's dropping though, I'm not really too keen on it doing that. Put it right there, turn the infrared up. Hopefully that'll sort itself out. So the atmosphere is thickened up. Okay. So that's a blacked out colour there. That's interesting. Right, there we go. So how do we want to design Iapetus? So again, that thickness is way too much. So there you go. I quite like the way this one has it. It's got all of its heavy side, or all of its ocean on one side. So the low elevations all together, the high elevations all on the other side. It's an interesting elevation for sure. Okay, so stats are starting to appear. That's good. Clouds is on as well. Nicely done. There you go. Okay. Looks like the temperature's trying to figure itself out. Not sure what it wants to do yet. Okay. We'll reload it over here just a bit. That'll help it. Okay, so customization. So I'll leave the atmosphere clouds alone for now, and then down to the base color. Elevation, custom. Okay, it's already generated nice shades for us. I'm liking it. Maybe we'll go like a light blue shade, an unexplained light blue shade. Then we'll go over green. The high elevation is this shade here. Maybe we'll leave that as white. So how does that look? It's very interesting, isn't it? It's just all ocean on one side. And the water's definitely settled, isn't it? Let's just quickly go back. Yeah, it's all on one side of the water, yeah. That's very interesting. Okay. So it does rotate after a period of time, okay. Very, very interesting, okay. Right. I do like that light blue, actually. That does, maybe just darken it a bit, but the light blue in there, not too shabby, actually. From that side, it looks pretty cool, actually. Maybe just give it a custom ocean shade as well, why not? Yeah, there you go. That's the clouds. Lovely jubbly. Okay, yeah, that's looking good. Very nice indeed, as always. Clouds. I want to say thin and fluffy. Yeah, there you go. Cool. Nice looking world. More of a standard kind of design than its sister moons, but you know, they can't all be super funky. And I think it still looks fairly solid, you know, it does what it needs to do. It's warming up in temperature, so that's good. Cool. Alright. So there is a good old Iapetus done as well. So looking very nice indeed. Cool. Right, and then down here, I'll see colours. Giving it a little blue. Great, so there is Saturn's system done for the most part. At this point in time, they are all fully colonised. But we need to go back to Titan. Because Titan, again, is just a world that is causing us endless trouble. It was when we did it in the last episode, and it still looks like it's been a bit of a nightmare now. So we need to try. We'll give it an attempt now. Try and fix it. So I know some people suggested try and add more water to it, but the thing is it already has the water underneath the surface. It just won't stay on the surface. Now my guess is I think it's to do with Titan's texture map, but could be wrong. Could be wrong, because I think we increased the sea level to the highest it would go, didn't we? It's extremely weird how you add it and it will just slowly disappear anyway, as you can see. So not really sure what's going on there, but I think maybe if we do the stabilize phase button, maybe that'll work. And equalize gas, settle liquid, stabilize phases. I mean, you can get a little bit of water back, but again, it's not much. And you'd think that the sea level will go higher, but I guess Titan is just a weird world like that. So in this reality, Titan's more of a desert-like world for the most part. Remember, it's so pacey. So pacey was weird as well. We can't even get it the colour we want with the two-tone atmosphere, which is very, very strange. I mean, I think the blue may be the better way to go with Titan, but again, if you increase it, it still has its original atmosphere on top. So maybe it has to keep its more orange shade. So I was rethinking about what colour I wanted to put Titan, because it's always been a bit of a... Since we were doing it last time, it seems to be a bit more of a troublemaker than the others. I'm going to go double thick clouds as well. I think we should keep the keep Titan what it's known for with its thick atmosphere and clouds. So we're going to stay with those, with the thick shade there. Maybe give them its more orange shade as well. Yeah, Titan remaining a mystery. Now, hopefully that water stays. Now I've equalised the gases and stuff, but we will see. We will see. I mean, it has a lot of water, but again, some people did say remove it and add it again, so we will give that a go. Doesn't hurt to try. So I'm going to completely eradicate the water, and maybe remove the. I'm going to remove the methane completely as well. And then water. Yeah, I'm going to scrap that off. Ooh, that really made our moon smaller, didn't it? What size? We haven't messed it up too much, have we? Kilometers. That's roughly about the. Oh no, that's lost a lot of size actually, because that's big. Mercury is 2,500, isn't it? So if we compare this, we've actually lost a bit of size there. So let's just quickly compare it to a Mercury. You can see straight away that is lost. Mercury's 2440 on radius, isn't it? So that needs to be bigger again. But again, we're going to add the water, so we'll see how we do. But I'll quickly put this back to where it roughly should be. So it's about 2500, I think Titan is, isn't it? I don't know Titan off a hub, but I know Mercury's 2440, so that is bigger than Mercury, still smaller than Ganymede. So yeah, that's all right. I mean, we have messed its size up a little bit there. Okay, so the water is gone because obviously we removed it. Yeah, no water. And then what we'll do while we're here is we're going to obviously stabilize, equalize, settle. There's definitely no liquid on it, and then re-add the water now. So we'll spray a nice. Oh. Well, okay. Freeze it all up, why not? So I had a nice spray of water on there. Okay, that should be enough. Stabilise, equalise, settle. Oh, what do you know? Hey, there you go. Titan. Okay, right. So, now we simply just lower the level. So it looks like that may have done the trick. So just adding it, removing it. It's like switching it off and switching it on again with technology. Just add it and remove it. That seems to have done the trick. We can hope. Because now, it doesn't ever go up again. So we either have it as an all ocean world, or have it as little drops of ocean. And that's still better than what it was. I think we're going to leave it the way. I mean, if it stays like that, that's fine. In theory, that's fine. If that does stay like that, I mean, that's still better than what we had. Yeah. I think we'll just have to stick with that, because it seems that Titan is just a glitchy object with that. But again, that's better than what we had. That is definitely better than what we had. So yeah, we're going to leave Titan the way it is. We're going to leave it alone. I think that's fine. We'll give it its more sort of original trail colour back, because it still retains its sort of sandy orange, doesn't it? So yeah, all right, okay, cool. So that is the entirety of the Saturn system complete now. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode. Let me know what you think. And yeah, next episode we go into the depths, into the outer solar system, go to the really cold regions at the Uranus region here. So I'm gonna have to get this all sorted out. So there it is. So that is our next target. So that's going to be interesting. Remember, the last time we reached Uranus in the previous update a while back, when they changed a few things, Uranus onwards was quite a troublesome experience, because we just couldn't get the temperature. But now, because we can add carbon dioxide, we shouldn't have that problem anymore. So we should be able to go out further without problems. So looking forward to getting onto Uranus. But again, guys, let me know your thoughts and feedback down below in the comments. Very interested to hear your thoughts on that. And yeah, what do you think of the Saturn system now? Fully colonised up. So again, we'll go over them all really fast. There's Saturn itself. Looking good. Maybe a little more clouds are needed on Saturn. Then we've got Tethys. First moon out of the more major moons. There it is with its beautiful green two-tone atmosphere, the blue and the green. Great looking world there. Absolutely love that. Then we've got Dione over here. Again, you're also using a two-tone atmosphere with a deeper blue and red kind of atmosphere two-tone on there. So if we look here, it's at minus 500 on the percentage. Giving out the redder look in the daytime with a bluer look on the twilight zone there. Good view of Saturn in the background as well. Okay, and then Rhea, next moon out. We have the more cyan blue kind of colour shade there. Looking good. Slightly less sparse clouds as well. Very, very nice. Then obviously we've got Titan, the largest of the moons over here. So hopefully that water does stay on it now. We've done that adjustment. Still keeps its thick clouds in its original sort of orangey atmosphere shade there. Cool. And then the furthest of the major moons, Iapetus over here. Looks like it's got faster clouds. Slightly more ocean heavy because of its elevation levels. It's got a huge ocean on one side and the rest is mainly land. If we go up here, we can see that as well. So there's the land side, and down this side you've got the ocean side, which is what we're looking at on the main view here. So very, very nice indeed. So kind of following in Europa's footsteps in a way, having that huge ocean on one side there. But yeah, there you are. So that is the Saturn system. What do you guys think? Is it better than Jupiter's system? I mean, we'll have a quick little. We can have a quick little look at everyone. So radius. So obviously the gas giants, they've lost sizes. We've made them in rocky planets. So we've got Earth, Venus, Mars. There's Ganymede. Ganymede and Titan compared. Which one's better out of those two? There's Mercury, Callisto. Then we've got Io, the Moon, Europa. Obviously it's full ocean world there. Then we've got Triton. That's a world we haven't even got to yet. It's already looking like it's got good colours, but yeah, it's just the default one it's generated. Then if we go all the way down here, we've got Rhea. Iapetus, obviously, with its two-sided faces there. We've got all the Uranus moons still to do. Dione. Tethys. Looking good. And we need to go back and do Ceres at some point. A lot of people point that out. Trust me, I've not forgotten, but we just skipped it when the game was bugged. But we will return to Ceres. So, yeah, which moon system do you think's better? Saturn or Jupiter? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. But there we are. Back to Saturn for now. Again, we'll quickly just throw a save in. Don't think we change anything. We'll just quickly save that. And there you are, guys. So, thoughts, opinions, like I said, down below in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to press that like button. Let's see if we can go for an almighty 300 likes on today's video, guys. And yeah, also subscribe if you haven't already. And helps on the journey to 40,000 as we're halfway between 30 and 40 now. We hit 35 recently. So, a massive, massive thank you to you all for that. Really, really appreciate all the support. And yeah, I'm glad you guys continue to enjoy all of my videos. But yeah, as always, hope you all enjoyed it. Stay safe. Take care. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.